Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning this morning. And to Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. For those of you who are joining Market Watch for the first time, so Market Watch is the Market of the Smart Investors Watch, where every Monday by 9 a.m. we always here to the three market events that will bring the most impact to the markets, and also we do some price forecast, for the new week. For those of you who have followed us for a long period of time, nobody calls the market better than us right here at the Smart Watch. So if you're an investor, you're a trader, Market Watch, it's like your weather forecast for the new investment and trading week, where we will tell you what you should anticipate, as you approach the new investing and trading week. And so, welcome everybody. And if you stick to today's Market Watch, we are not just going to show you the three market events you should watch out for, so give you a forecast and expectation. Some of you are going to know how you will stand the chance to win five persons are going to win a 1 month free access to our trading signal room. And okay, two persons as well are going to share from the pool of 20,000 naira. So if you stick to the end of this session, you're going to know how you could be a part of those winners. And so before we dive into the conversation today, Ogbona Cyril, greetings, seeing you here. Shide Bule. Oh, I wish I pronounced your name right. Shukuma, at least I got that right. Mr. Anthony, Joseph, UD, and Mr. Sam. Great having you here. And those of you who will be joining from other streaming platform, I know we're streaming live on X, which is early Twitter. We're streaming live. Most of our audience always come from YouTube, and also this session is also going live on TikTok. So without further ado, you're welcome to Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joe. As our tradition is, we always start Market Watch with the three market events that you have for as an investor that will bring you the most volatility. These market events are capable of moving the market, upside or downside. And just like many persons always know what will happen in the market when they follow our technical forecast, there are lots of persons as well who just looking at the market event reaction out for know what will happen next in the market, position, make profit, go long, short the market, whatever way. So these three market events are capable of this. So if you must invest or trade this week, make sure you follow this market event. Make sure you're investing and trading smartly. You're watching the market calendar. So Governor, which is happening today, is Phoenix. He said it's Esther. So many of you jumped into Esther. Many of you I saw profit potential and praised from many persons who jump into the Esther. But the thing is the upside over for Esther. I hope I pronounced that right. It's the upside over as much as many persons are taking profit after some surge. There is still more liquidity entering the market with this kind of listing that is still taking place for Esther. So DGP is set to list token, and keep in mind that this kind of listing always leads to exposure. Many will get to see this token. Many persons will get to buy this token. Many persons will tend to trade this token. So does this mean there is other upside potential in the long? Probably yes, but I think that you should expect some volatility regardless due to this listing. Second on our list is the flyover fintech trend. So why am I listing this here? Why is made our list? This is a key fintech gathering. This is a major gathering of persons in the fintech industry, which is the blockchain industry, regulations, and also future of finance. I think the founder of Telecoin as well is going to be at this event. Major players, regulators. This conference is where many industry thought leaders, discussions that shape the future of the cryptocurrency industry, that shape the future of regulation, that shape the future of fintech take place. So this is what noting because we could anticipate, long-term expectations by what thought leaders will be saying or thinking at the flyover fintech conference. And then, last but not the least, which is happening on Thursday, is the USPCE data, which is the personal consumption expenditure. Meanwhile, if you're watching live, go to the comment section, type live. If you're watching the replay, go to the comment section and type replay. Mr. Godwin Koi, hi, greetings, good morning. If you're watching us live, if you're watching me, go to the comment section, type live. If you're watching the replay, type replay. You know how we do it. So I want you to know something, that this is the Fed's preferred inflation gauge. Why is PC data important? The Fed's only attention to CPI. It's not the market players. They always like looking at CPI. It's not of us here market players that like looking at CPI. The Feds, when the Feds want to really look at where is inflation, is the PC data that is the favorite for it. As much as okay, I think on Wednesday we look what the Feds always like, what manufacturers like looking at when they are looking at inflation. Then we like looking at CPI, but for the Feds, their favorite is PC. So why is the PCI important to you? Because with a large level of certainty, if you know what the Feds are thinking, if you look at Feds are thinking, we will be able to know, like if we look at the Feds number, what the Feds like looking at, we'll be able to know how they think. We'll also be able to position alongside with the trend. It's that simple. So this is the Fed's preferred inflation gauge. Sticky inflation could mean that fewer delay in rate cuts or fewer rate cuts will impact, and this actually impacts rates on assets. So this is what it means. If there is more inflation, it means that we may have delay of rate cuts, or we'll have fewer rate cuts moving to the end of this year and also from next year. However, if the inflation number is down, it means that we are going to have rate cuts sooner. We are also going to have higher numbers and also have more rate cuts moving into the end of the year and also the beginning of next year. And we have told you repeatedly how inflation impacts the Fed's decision. The Fed's decision in reducing rates on loans means that institutions can easily borrow money. And when they borrow this money for lesser interest, this money comes back into where risk on assets. You're going to see it reflect in crypto. You're going to see it reflect in the stock market. So that's how we do it. Mr. Godwin, GM, Mr. Weed says, he's watching us live from Canada. Great to know. No, of course, members of the Smart Launch family reside all over the world, I had some from Kenya. I had some ladies from Kenya. We also have some ladies from South Africa. I also know those who are also in Canada. Okay, Samson is watching from the beautiful city of Kaduna. Samson is watching from the beautiful city of Kaduna. So this is what I'm going to let us do. Go to the comment section and rep your city. Rep the city you're watching us live from. Lillian is saying hi. Rep the city you're watching us from. And don't forget, give us a like. Leave as a comment the city you're watching us from. Share this video as well with others. So this is it. But now let's look into the technical. What time is it? This is minutes. Let me see. I want to see how we could keep today's market watch, not more than 20 minutes. So let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. This time we dive into a bit of some technical analysis. So stick with me, my friends. Stick with me. I need to network is on my friend. I so need to network is on my friend, but be a little patient with me. Yeah, Lillian is watching us live from Lagos, Nigeria. Ibrahim, also Lagos, Nigeria. Yudi is watching us live from Warri, Delta State. Anthony is watching us live from the Eastern Heartland. I guess that's Anambra, which is Oka. And a lot of life with Felicity Pesong is watching us from the city of Kalam, the city of Abuja. Rep your city, city, rep your city. And please be to be patient. I don't know what's wrong with network. Give me the best of my shot. So network just messed you up a little bit. But let's see what we'll still do regardless. It's not bringing out my drawing tool, but we'll see if we can sit here. So why would we revisit? Uh, let's look at because I want to show you two charts. The charts are very important, and that these two charts. If you will be able to anticipate with a large level of set charts. So, okay, so let's look at that and let's look these flies. Just let me know. So we can see our screen. Once you can see my screen, just let me know. Those of you who are not giving me feedback, I got you. Yeah, and so last week we actually shared two chats with you, but this was the last one that came up with the up. And something is really happening. See that the market is playing out just like we expected. First of all, going into the rate cut last week, we had already told you that look, don't expect any sporadic upside movement, right? And we said that during Market Watch. I discussed that also while I was live on national TV. Also, when we were doing update analysis with Dr. Crypto, we told you two things are going to happen. Uh, Mohammed is watching live from Taraba. We see rep your city, rep your city, rep your city. So we're anticipating two things. Two things. One is that the market had already priced in what rate cut. This was when we were what the rate cut. And so as much as persons were diving into the market, going into the market, expecting that the Feds are going to cut rates, and as the Fed will cut rates, everything will start going up. We said 25 basis point has already been priced in. However, we only have an upside if we see basis points, which the chances of a 50 basis point was what? Low. However, even if we have a 50 basis points, the market will still have a little test, but not to our support because the market has been ranging. To show you this, right? The market has been ranging certain points. Two things will happen. One, we could have this first drawdown, which will test us into our new this local support, and yet investors may be shaking out. How can investors be shaking out? Institutional investors could socially engineer a massive feud. How many of you are beginning to see people say bear market, this is over? This is false. They will socially engineer the fear in the market, which could even lead us not just to this support level, but we test this other support. And what happened next? An upside continuation. And we had already this down, and people are scared. People are scared, but this was a drawdown we actually anticipated. And I hope the chat really does not waste my time. This the chat doesn't waste my time at all because this chat is quite important to me. It's very important. So you will see that the chat always tells a story. The chat tells us all a story. Let me see that opening bit Phoenix. So let's see if we could on Binance, like the Binance pool. Stick with me to the end. I was really hoping that we would not waste, but network is having a which of you guys see. Who could find the exchange? So Steve, okay, that chat I want to share with you all. This is important we're going to look at Solana and know why Solana is still up for a massive upward continuation. So the real way, when we're looking at the chart right here for BTC. Meanwhile, you with me, please go to the comment section and let me know you're with me and represent. If you're still with me, go to the comment section, let me know you're still with me. And don't forget to use the emoji button. Use the emoji. Let me know you're live right here. So look at something. We're coming a long way from the inverted head and shoulder pattern that to some upward continuation because out here we still had this flag upside, but therefore we showed you this for a case study. The case study is that BTC already has a structure for an upside continuation, right? This is a structure. Just look at this overall. This is a bullish structure overall, which is the inverted, inverted head and shoulder. We had the resistance right out, the flag, and then we're having a test, within a range. However, looking at what yeah, whenever always in a bullish market, don't forget we always have higher highs and higher low, higher highs and higher lows. So higher lows is always the market building momentum and also support for an upside continuation. So if we have a risk, the more basis is for a prolonged bear market. However, if we just had an upward continuation just like that, it will lead to a break up top and the bull market will easily be over. And I remembered we still showed up the tests we had. Right then we were here. I think some of you watched that replay. You could watch that replay, which was this is case study number one. Let me draw a more possible part. There was somebody who asked me was why is it? So this is case study number one. Case study number two will be if to an extreme fear. I know that they are trying to push fear in the market, but it happens to look like it's not really. So regardless of any of this happening, you should not be scared. You should not be scared. The case study for two things that are going to happen. One, either to lead us into testing another spot level or we complete level. So why the downside for BTC may not be over? Why the downside for BTC may not be over? The upside potentials is even more. BTC looks very strong side 140, but always say from that was me when I said we're gonna have the 145 to 150k BTC. I have still stuck to that. Despite how much every move the market has made, many persons have been calling the top since 60k, 70k. Some persons have called the top. Even some people are still calling the top right now. But there is one thing I'm trying to let you all know. There's something I'm trying to let you all know. When the market finally top, we will be first to let you know. And so look at Solana. Lots of things are really happening in the Solana ecosystem. Lots of things are happening in the Solana ecosystem. Why then does it concerns you? So Solana price is ready to get to 300K, and this is our next stop. This is our next stop. By the way, for those of you who looked at analysis we're doing at BTC, now let me there and show you this. Let me just show you this, and then around that up and around that up. So what I want you to know is that on Thursday PC number, could be the defining block. I want you to see how we always mix macroeconomics into things. BTC can continue this downward continuation to this support level. However, if the inflation favorite gauge comes out positive, let me show you. Let me show you this with first of all, like I've said, even though we're outside, we could touch overall our structure is bullish. So look at something. We will continue this downside. Anticipating a long time ago to this point. However, if the inflation number comes the users to shake out big hands, a classical shake off, to our second support level. Trend investing, we have to wait. Oh, good Lord. So if you're a technical investor who like to do what I always do, you wait till when the trend looks bullish. Once the trend is bullish, you're using leverage. We have to wait and be patient until we have completed our drawdown and the trend typically change. Before go long, whether it's 3x, 5x, drive the new trend to the upside investor. However, let's look at Solana. Lots of things are really happening in the Solana ecosystem. One, let me tell you one. The crypto treasury, there is a cryptocurrency treasury strategy. Corporate crypto treasury strategy have accumulated so coming into crypto. And it's very likely that we are going to have soul inflow. Soul inflow is about to come majorly. And then soul option is leaning possibly into a more advanced SEC ETF. Let's look at something in Solana. If ETF inflow is about to enter the chart as well tells us we are going to continually see an upward upside. Let's what the chart says. Oh, I've spent beyond the time I was planning we're gonna stay. All thanks to not making the having the day. with me. Let me do this once and for all. If you're alive, okay. So it's about time we play today. So just stick with me a little bit. So first of all, in Soul, this is a 1 day time frame. We have this. So you are sticking to the end of this. Don't forget, I'm also letting you guys know how you from our price. Let me see how many of you I still have. Oh, great. You're all doing good. Okay, that's still live with me and active. Good to know. Really, so. So look at something we have this called the ascending triangle. Ascending always lead to a breakout. And first of all, I want you to see that Solana is moving in an channel. Yeah, I spotted this. So Solana is moving in an ascending channel. What does it not? Right here is what we have another right here. So this is quite grinding up for some big. What do we expect? First of all, this is ascending channel. But then, what chances do we have? What are chances that we have a local resistance here and also a local support? And when we look also to the fact that we already have this bullish structure that we But this right here is my time with you all on today's Market Watch. So there is the deal. Here is the deal for all of you. We are going to select today our winners for the winners for the 20,000 naira giveaway. Our winners will be selected today, and also the five persons who are going to gain access to our free trading signals are going to come out today. So how will you know if you are a part of it? I'm going to tell you. You'd have to make sure you're a member of the Smart Investors Lodge Discord community. I'm going to drop the comment section. I'm going to drop in the comment section for those of you who are not yet members of the Smart Investors Lodge. You know, do well. I'm trying to test it and it's not working. They say the comment is too long. Okay, I'll find another way. I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop it, but make sure you're on our WhatsApp announcement channel. Make sure you're a member of our Discord community. Lots of winners are going to be selected, and these winners are going to come out from those who were part of the AMA section, those of you who were active and part of today's live. However, if you're watching the replay, type replay. We'll also go through the comment section and also pick most persons, who are part of our replay. So that's our time. According to the decision you guys made, instead of one person winning 20,000 naira, we should split that into two. So two persons go with 10,000 naira. And also expect winners that are going to be part of the Smart Investors Lodge premium trading channel as well. Thank you all for making it to this time for this week's market. Hope you got value. I hope you would anticipate what we are expecting for BTC. Also on Thursday, BC numbers and how the cryptocurrency market is going to react. And also Solana, our case study for Solana. We're going to bring out some tiers for more crypto pair. So follow us on X, follow us on Discord community, so you will stay up to date with what we anticipate for other cryptocurrencies. And don't forget, if you must invest or trade the cryptocurrency market, make sure you're investing and trading smartly, my friend. I'm going to see you on Monday, 9 a.m. for another section of Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. Peace out.